Hello everybody, this is Yagalogy, and today I am going to teach you how I shade in my drawings and stuff. I must advise some things. First of all, this is more aimed towards the program Medibang Paint Pro. I highly recommend it. It's free. Just get it. Second off, this is going to be heavily improvised, and I'm going to mess up my words a lot. What am I doing? And third, I'm relatively new to this, and I know my microphone is actual crap. Let's just get to this already, shall we? So, first off, I've already made a circle in green, because it's a good color. Now, what you gotta do is gonna make a new clipping layer, and set to multiply. And I use these four brushes, and first off, I use either a customized fluffy watercolor or Cloud 2, which you can get from the Cloud on Medibang. And this darn recording thing is in the way, so I won't be able to get colors correctly. But you're going to take a color and first off map out a light source. I'm just going to do it from the top left corner because that's pretty good. And I just brush on these colors according to the light source. Now once you're done with that, you're going to lower the opacity, and yes, I am going to speed these recordings up, and make another multiply layer, and pick a color that's a bit darker, and it's kind of difficult for me to do this right now since the little recording thingy is right here. I don't think y'all can see it, but so I apply a second layer of that with the cloud brush. Let's try fluffy watercolor actually. It's more of a grungy, watercolory thing. This is mainly for more like grungy, like icky based things. And I use Cloud 2 for like a softer feel. One more thing I advise is avoid shading with black. It doesn't look good, but unless you're working with a pretty dark color like a navy blue or something like that, then that'll be the exception. And don't be afraid to use the Gaussian blur tool to soften up the shading. Just lower the opacity, and then one more multiply layer. I'm going to use a customized soft pastel, and I'm going to pick another color, either a bit of a lighter blue, something like that, but let's try that again. Good enough. It's supposed to be like towards the darkest areas of the circle or sphere. Then we're gonna lower the opacity. Basically my shading style is a mix of hard shading and soft shading. One more multiplier. Oops, let's merge that down. And I'm going to use a default airbrush which comes with the program, and I'm going to use another color like this nice purple. Just gonna shade it, soften up the hard shadow, maybe blur it a little. That should be good. And I might as well tweak the shading a little with Protect Alpha and color picking it and using the airbrush. I don't know. Do what you feel is best for your shading. Alright, that's the basic shadows, and now I'm going to present to you highlights. I usually select add, or if you want a softer light, you can pick screen. I might as well pick screen for this demonstration. And you're just going to take the airbrush tool and then brush the highlight color, which is the lighter color, the base color, and put it where the light hits most, like the top left, as demonstrated here. Don't be afraid to go over the edges a little. And let's see what it looks like an ad. Oh, that's a bit too bright. And as always, adjust the opacity, play with blending modes, and another add layer. Use the soft pastel and just do a little bit of this and lower the opacity. And you can always add another add layer to brush on the glowy effect for these highlights or screen, whatever works best. And one more multiply layer later. What am I saying? It's improv. You gotta brush one more gradient right here. Like that, like, and another color. Like, just keep playing around with shading until you're happy with what you've got. And I add another add layer, and look at this. This is to add a bit more pop to the piece. Lightly use the airbrush to lightly brush on the highlight color, even around the shading, as like sort of rim light. It gives it a nice glow. And feel free to adjust opacity as needed. I am sorry if I'm repeating myself a lot, but like I said, I'm still new to YouTube videos. And that should be good for now. And hold on, let me try to. And there we go, a nicely shaded spear. And that should cut it. And I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this crummy tutorial. I promise I'll get better at it eventually. Just comment what you think and leave a like if you want more of these, and perhaps consider subscribing. And I guess I'll see you later. Logging out.